Katata Tiago Bakali Gabadon 4-star safety rating. Nya Taka Tiago, Bachangan Galikawan Jongpi, Nya Taka Tiago, Nakabanta Jinshangan Kalongi Jongpi, One Chaka Frank Motors Halat Korban Test Drive Menta.
The all-new Tiago. It's seriously fun.
Ka District Disaster Management Authority Riboy District Nongpo Mentagasngi Kilio Pansa Mea Ka Emergency Response Kits Kitiar Banyada Hagapor Wan Link Shop Ki Board Joko Mariang Sha Ki AAPDA Mitra Volunteers Ki Samla Jongishnong Ki Repair Ki Bahap Hapok Riboy District Ki Ba La Pendep Ya Ka Jing Hikai Kumlu Pan Le Hagapor Wan Link Shop Ki Board Joko Mariang Kita Ki Samla Ki Layo Pan Plang Ya Ki Emergency Responders Kits Kiladon haru shispa ngot but kita ki shispa ngot ki samla kidai bla pendep ya kajing sha hikai house nem upaladep kajing sam ya kita ki tiar sha kita ki samla ki bla yo jing hikai galong kumshi benta ban long ki bla pen kre lara one link shop ki board ko mariang nadu jumai ke eryong jing chlei but ki bei ki jingja ki bompoi perkhat uarpet upadhai u deputy commissioner jong ribhoi kum kongsan uliyo pan sam ya ki ERK Shagite ki Shispa got ki samla hagaje don rangkar u Dr. Abhishek Saini Assistant Commissioner Riboy District M Tongpe Additional Deputy Commissioner Riboy District kinong trei ke DDMA nongpo bat kiwe
Just few days back we celebrated Earth Day. I think yesterday was Earth Day, right? Today's 23rd. So the theme of the Earth Day was invest in the planet. Everyone accounted for, everyone accountable. If you look at the news, the recent news, you see, catastrophic climatic events happening all over the world. You see your cyclones, right? You see your floods, you see your droughts, everything, there's disaster everywhere. So the main cause of this, as per scientific research, is climate change. Man, as a civilization, as human beings, in our greed, we have used up all the Earth's resources. There's a concept called Earth Overshoot Day. How many of you have heard of Earth Overshoot Day? Earth Overshoot Day, it's a day in a particular year where it marks that we've used all the resources for that particular year. Last year, it was June 28. So it means for 2022, when June 28 came, we have used all the resources for 2022. So from June 29 onwards, we are eating into next year's resources. So every year, these days are getting shorter. Like let's say this year, it may be like June 5th or maybe May. So we're eating into the Earth's resources, right? So these are tough times. That's why we have so many events, disastrous events happening all over the world. If you look at the temperature now in Nongpo, I believe it's 28, 29. It's 38, 39, touching. Look at Shillong. Shillong, the maximum temperature was 28, 29 degrees. That was totally unheard of. When we were growing up, and that was not that long ago, temperature was maximum 24, 25, and even during those days, people complained that it was very hot. But now it's 29, right? So these are tough times. I'm not being negative or something. You see your global temperatures rising, your sea levels rising, destroying ecosystems, your coastal ecosystems, your oceans becoming acidic. If you follow the news, you see these are very tough times ahead. But nevertheless, all the global community is coming together to find a solution to all of this. But during this process, the role of Aapda Mitra volunteers is very, very important. You are friends during disaster, right? You have a major role to play pre-disaster, during disaster, and post-disaster. disaster.
June 5 also, World Environment Day is also coming. So I feel on that day also all of you can have some sort of a community level program, maybe go to your respective villages wherever you belong to and try to spread this message. Maybe you are, who have received the training, all of you can also give some basic training to your family, to your friends, so that everyone has that knowledge how to tackle with disaster. And like I said, especially for Meghalaya, northeastern states, we come in zone 5 of seismicity. So anytime if God forbid some earthquake or big disaster happens, the basic small things that you tell to your family, your friends, your loved ones, they can help save their lives. So you should think of yourself as having already the capability to train others also and try to upgrade your knowledge accordingly. So that is very important. Secondly, COVID and all these medical emergencies and all are also becoming important. So I don't know if you guys have received CPR training, but if possible, I think in future trainings also you should have CPR training also. So basic, if a person is unconscious, so you can help that person save that life. So I hope in future trainings your extra mile training is given so that you learn even more. And like already said, that 3 stages of a disaster. First is preparedness. So you should always be prepared. Basic concept is that the more you sweat in peace, the lesser you will bleed in war. So at all the times, you should think that how will I respond when something happens. So that is why when you practice, you do the drills. You should know that if something happens in reality, this are the 4 or 5 things that I will do. This is how I will respond. So that is what your training will have taught you, and you should always keep that in mind. Always be ready. That is the basic thing. During disaster, like already said, that community plays a very big role. That is why I told you that go to your villages wherever you are and always engage with the villagers, with the common people. Try to enhance their knowledge and also take some local knowledge, because many of the times the community has such knowledge, traditional knowledge, how to deal with certain things that even you might not be knowing. For example, there might be a medicinal plant that you might not be knowing about that would have a unique property to maybe help save someone's life against any kind of poison or something. So always have that inquisitiveness. Ask the elder from your village that how does that plant work, how does that do. All this is a broad spectrum of always being ready to save a life, to help a person. So that is the aspect, community aspect that you need to know, so that community is engaged when there is a disaster at that time.
And in preventing, in providing the best appropriate response in case of any disaster. We, in these words, the number of disasters, the intensity of disasters is increasing by the number, and a lot of people are affected. If you look at Ri also, within Ri every year we have so many sandstorms, cyclonic storms, fire incidents, incidents of drowning. In all these cases, the moment we are able to respond it properly at the earliest, we are able to save our lives. So our response mechanism has to be very, very strong, very efficient and very responsive. And you being the forefront of all these responses, I would like to welcome all of you, I would like to congratulate all of you, and I would like to seek your support whenever the times will come for a response in case of any disasters and all. So with this, the Government of India scheme, and then we are providing the emergency response kits for us to respond in a much better way with all the equipments, and all of the training is also completed. So I hope that from now onwards, in case of any requirements, we will be able to solve to prevent any loss of lives to people. So with this, thank you so much.